God had a wonderful dream. He envisioned Adam and Eve, whom he created as his children, to mature, become an ideal couple, and form an ideal family. He hoped to see the realization of one great human family. Adam and Eve, however, fell and lost God's lineage. They also lost their position in the realm of God's royal family, the position they naturally possessed as God's direct children. They lost the kingship and the nation where they were to attend and live together with Heavenly Parent. Prepared as models for all humankind, Adam and Eve were to grow and become the external true parents, the embodiment of Heavenly Parent. They also lost their authority to become such true parents. Heavenly Parent wanted Adam to inherit the authority to rule over all of creation. Sadly, the right to that inheritance, his authority as the very first son, was taken away by Satan through the fall. Hence, in place of Adam, one of his children, Cain or Abel, had to be established as God's object partner. Heavenly Parent had to therefore conduct the providence to establish his object partner by having Cain, the first son who stood in a position of having been taken away by Satan, represent evil, and Abel, the second son, represent goodness. Abel had to recover the position of the first son and the authority to rule over all of creation from Satan. He also had to fulfill all his responsibility to realize Heavenly Parent's dream. As a result, human history has unfolded as a history centered on Heavenly Parent, representing the Abel side, as well as a history that has sought to maintain the fallen world of evil, representing the Cain side. Now, Heavenly Parent's dream is coming to fruition through His providence to restore everything lost through the fall to its original state by taking a direction opposite to the fall. As heavenly tribal messiahs, we are called to establish the original family standard of Adam and Eve that was lost. Thus, to guide all fallen people to the path of salvation, heavenly tribal messiahs must restore the authority of the first son. To do so, we must first reach out to the sons and daughters in the Cain realm, cultivate relationships with them based on true love, and testify to Heavenly Parent and true parents. As heavenly tribal messiahs, we must restore the authority of parents by bringing together in unity our own children, who represent Abel, and those we witness to in the world, who represent the Cain realm, and receive their official recognition as true parents. The parental heart of heavenly tribal messiahs who raise both Cain and Abel children will naturally grow to its fullest capacity. However, heavenly tribal messiahs will have to endure many difficulties before their children officially recognize them, saying, "You are indeed our true parents." Yet, by going through this challenging course, heavenly tribal messiahs will come to understand Heavenly Parent's hopes and the circumstances of his heart as he endeavored with all his sincerity to embrace and save humanity. As heavenly tribal messiahs caring for our tribe members and connecting our parental heart and circumstances to that of Heavenly Parents, we will find ourselves possessing a truly parental heart that resembles Heavenly Parent. By then, we will find that our original nature and heart has been restored, and we will come to experience firsthand how efforts to love and perfect our partner will ultimately lead to our perfection in love. We will also experience the moment when our families perfect themselves through the process of loving and helping other families to also reach perfection. On that foundation, the basis upon which Heavenly Parent can enter our heart and then dwell and rest in our family will be laid. This is the path to restoring the authority of parents. When heavenly tribal messiahs seek to help families of other tribe members reach perfection, connect their hearts with that of Heavenly Parents, and successfully establish 12 tribes in one nation, kingship will be restored. Heavenly Tribal Messiah victors will be able to become Heavenly Parents' direct children and restore their position in the realm of God's royal family. This is the path all Heavenly Tribal Messiahs must take and the mission of all blessed families.